Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our College Assembly for Week 3 of Term 3. Joining our Year 12 students and the College Leadership Team in the Conference Centre this morning, we have our Gold, Silver and Bronze Academic Award winners for Years 9 through 12 in Semester 1 of this year, and we have our Business Diploma students who are graduating from that course today, and they'll be presented with their diplomas as well. So it's another great focus on the academic success of many of our students today. But we also will hear from Oliver Evangelista, the Sustainability Captain on the 2022 tree planting project. We'll hear from the boarding leaders about the weekend in for the boarders this last weekend. Our college captain and vice captains will add to their senior symbol. Term 3, their theme is community. We'll have an update from our arts department, particularly a mid-season report from the chess program and from the pre-season debating program. And our sports captains will put our winter sports captains on the couch and have a question and answer session with them. To start though, we celebrate Catholic Education Week in Queensland this week, an opportunity for Catholic schools to proclaim their identity, their unique place in the educational environment in Queensland, their rich tradition and history, and to offer our work and our learning again to God for His blessing in the conscious knowledge, as we said last week in the prayer, that all wisdom comes from God and is designed to bring us closer to Him. So to lead us in prayer this morning will be Jacob and Jack from Year 11, but before they come up, as Australians with a deep desire for reconciliation, we acknowledge the Turrbal people, the First Nations people of these lands and waterways that we call Nudgee. We acknowledge their ancient customs, the law of the land, and we pay our respect to elders and all ancestors and the communities across this continent and its neighbouring islands.
Good morning, Mr. Fulliger, CLT, staff, and my fellow Nudgee brothers. Catholic Education Week will be celebrated in Catholic schools in Queensland from the 24th through to the 30th of July 2022. This annual event is held to promote the special ethos of Catholic schools and to highlight the great things that take place in Catholic schools every day. The theme for this year's celebrations is communities of faith, hope, and love. Catholic education strives to make a difference in the lives of those in our schools and in the wider community by challenging young people to live out the message of Jesus and to reach their full potential as compassionate, contributing, life-giving members of society. There are 313 Catholic schools in Queensland that educate around 154,000 students and employ more than 22,000 teachers and staff, and most will celebrate Catholic Education Week in some way. Catholic education is a faith-based education that places the values of Jesus at its centre. It values diversity and treats each student with dignity, enabling them to promote and respect the dignity of all. It nurtures a commitment to social justice and a critical social conscience and prepares students for global responsibilities through stewardship of the Earth's resources.
As a community, Nudgee College embodies the attributes of Catholic Education Week through our continuous dedication to social justice activities. This year's theme, a community of faith, hope and love, has already been lived out by the numerous students participating in these programs. Our Big Brekkie and Barbie programs help feed hundreds of homeless people every term, reenacting our passion for the less fortunate. Moreover, our NC Sustainability Group continues to live as students of the earth, caring for the resources we've been given. Every week, students give up their time to go out to aged care homes to play Scrabble and chat, deepening our schools' connections and strengthening our community. We also celebrate our school and culture's diversity by marching in the Luminous Lantern Parade. As a whole, our entire school contributes to Catholic education's mission by advocating and raising awareness for events such as Stella Fella and Project Compassion. And in the Edmund Rice tradition, Nudgee is truly living out Catholic Education Week's message of faith, hope and love by taking the opportunity we have been given and sharing that with others.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, God of all creation, as we celebrate the great gift that is Catholic education in Queensland, we give thanks for the many ways you walk beside us, comforted and inspired us. In embracing our spirited tomorrow, we also rejoice in the knowledge that our stories are woven into the spirit that flows through all of our faith-filled communities. As we look toward new horizons, may we walk boldly forward, together in hope, trusting in the plans you have for us. We make this prayer in Jesus' name. With Jesus in our hearts, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen.
Good morning, Mr. Fulliger, staff, parents and friends, Nudgy men and those back in PC. So as you'd remember, last week we began the Gold, Silver, Bronze Academic Award presentations for the years 5 to 8. Basically, we've got so many boys that are achieving really well at the school that we've had to split it over 2 assemblies, which is just amazing for those boys and their teachers. The boys back in PC that are watching this, I know this can get a bit dry reading out a ton of names, but keep an eye out for your mates, keep an eye out for the people in your PC and give them a little clap, and definitely a pat on the back when you see them around the playground. So Harry Awadi has his Get Back Into Orbit statement, and we hope that you guys have been following that over the last few weeks. So a reminder of our criteria. So a bronze award is a in all subjects except for 3. The silver award is all subjects except for 2, and the gold award is all subjects but 1. So I'd like to bring Mr. Fulliger up on the stage to present the awards. Hold your applause until basically I tell you when, and we'll get rolling. So the Year 9 Bronze Award recipients are Angus Casey, Dermot Clancy, Will Condon, Jackson Dalton, Gage Dittman, Hayden Hamilton, Toby Harvey, Xander Holmes, and we've got lots more, so we'll give these guys a round of applause, please. So also receiving a bronze award in Year 9 is Sam Jenkins, Kieran Lonagata-Sito, Christian Marsiglia, who's absent, Riley Nixon, Will O'Reilly, Angus Twiss, and Mitchell Vivas, who's absent. Can we congratulate these Year 9 Bronze Award recipients? So we're on to the Silver Award recipients now for Grade 9. So we start off with Charles Dallymore, William Dean, Eric Fitzgerald, Hilton M, who's absent, Archie Lyons, Ryan Matthews, Rowan McNamara, and Lockie Mills. Can we please congratulate our first group of Year 9 silver medalists? So we'll keep going with the silver awards. So we've got Pierce Parker, Tanush Patel, Ryan Stewart, Riley Two-Boy, Harry Stoneman, Ash Taylor, Cha Tongia, Sam Tully, and Fergus Wright. Can we please congratulate our Year 9 silver medalists? So in Year 9, the gold recipients are Tejas Ashok, Nate Barnett, who's absent, Joseph Costigan, Xander Isles, Ben Goggin, Matthew Heath, Mark Hilly, who's absent, and Andrew LaMonica. Can we please put our hands together for the first group of the Year 9 gold medalists? So adding to the list now, we have Sejin Lee, Will Newbecker, Jack Plowman, Alex Smith, Jack Williams, Michael Williams, and the third brother, Paddy Williams. Can we please congratulate the Year 9 gold medalists? Moving on to Year 10 now, the Bronze Award recipients are Charlie Bell, Rylan Brownlee, Patrick Burkhard, Jack Capes, Will Curran, Gabe Gary, Charlie Hallett, Cooper Hunter, Liam Keith, William Cooley, and Emerson Klitscher. Can we please congratulate our first group of Year 10 bronze medalists? Also receiving the Bronze Award in Year 10 are Josh McDonnell, Charlie O'Connell, Thomas Partridge, Timothy Philippe, who's away, Dusty Piper, Matthew Rostron, Zachary Shadforth, Lawson Swain, Matthew Walker, Dominic Webber, and Axel Whidden. Can we please congratulate our Year 10 bronze medalists? So the silver awards for Year 10, we've got Dominic Derbyshire Roberts, Kai Darwin, Riley Doherty, Ned Fairley, Hunter Island, Lachlan James, Liam McBride, Fred Nash, Daniel Rostron, Hugo Wendt, and Flynn Zara. Can we get a round of applause, please, for the Year 10 silver medalists? Gold awards now. So the recipients for grade 10 are Liam Asprey, Finlay Burrows, Raphael Chase, Xavier Cachuli, Tom Deeren, Benjamin Ditchburn, George Gillam, Sam Cooley, who's absent, Ryan Crowe, and Michael Malone. Can we please congratulate our first group of Year 10 gold medalists? So our last group of Year 10 Gold Award recipients are Liam McBride. I don't know how this one happened, but Will McGrath. Divashan Naidu. Alex Paddy. Another surprise, Oscar Awadi. Avnish Sidhu. Ollie Spicer. Baxter Vole. Jamie Waddington. And Jack Walton. Can we please congratulate our Year 10 Gold Award recipients? I'd like to welcome Mr. Matt Waters, Head of PE Faculty, to introduce the Year 11 and 12 Gold, Silver and Bronze Academic Awards.
Morning, Mr. Fulliger, staff, parents and friends, Nudgy men. It's my pleasure to award the Year 11 and 12 Gold, Silver and Bronze Academic Award winners. In Year 11, the Bronze Award recipients are Jack Ball, Maxwell Blair, Macklin Byrne, Oliver Clark, Christopher Hernick, Michael Kritzinger, Hamish Mathewson, Mitch Moses, Alexander O'Connor, Hayden O'Sullivan, Damien Rigg. Could we please congratulate our Year 11 bronze medalists? In Year 11, the Silver Award recipients are Xavier Bishop, Jonty Booth, Carter Corliss, Luke Cowley, Flynn Kremer, Dean Defteros, Rocco Drugas-Gollings, absent today. Tom Isles, also absent today. Lucas Fletcher, also absent today. Darcy Franklin. Mitchell Gray, also absent today. Can we please congratulate our first group of Year 11 silver medalists? Also receiving a silver award in Year 11 are Thomas Haynes, Davis Jacobs, Oliver Johnston, Rowand Kelly, Zachary Lewis, Kurt Lucas, William McCara, Lewis McCoy, Ethan McNamara, Jack Mitchell. Can we please congratulate our second group of Year 11 silver medalists? Also receiving a silver award in Year 11 are Alex Patterson, Alexander Codling, Rohan Shirkhedkar, Patrick Snell, absent today, Dominic Stein, also absent today, Callum Turner, Alexander Watkins, Samuel Watson, Joseph Wesh, Harry Wright. Can we please congratulate our Year 11 silver medalists? In Year 11, the Gold Award recipients are Xavier Cantero, Jackson Copeland, Xavier Corrie, William Duffield, Aidan Easton, Daniel Fuller, Jacob Gillam, Jack Gunter, and William Gunter. Can we please congratulate our first group of Year 11 gold medalists? Also receiving a gold award in Year 11 are Cooper Johnston, Oliver Keel, Patrick Kennedy, Wade Lucas, Mladen Markovic, Paul McIver, Lachlan Ma, Anthony Mineo, Daniel Neal, could we please congratulate our second group of Year 11 gold medalists? Also receiving a gold award in Year 11 are Harrison Palethorpe, Joseph Rowland, Bailey Todd, Padraig Townsend, Dylan Watson, Zeke Waters, Jack Weaver, Thomas Woodhead, absent today, and Daniel Wright. Can we please congratulate our Year 11 gold medalists? Now moving on to Year 12. The Bronze Award recipients are Bastian Brady, who is absent today, Owen Collins, who is also absent today, Ryder Ferguson, Gabrielle Fuentes, Duncan Lillicrap, Cooper McKenzie, Hamish Needham, Christopher Nelson, and Sam O'Brien. Can we please congratulate our first group of Year 12 bronze medalists? Also receiving a bronze award in Year 12 are Daniel O'Hara, Ryan O'Keefe, Cohen Phillips, who is absent today, Hugh Smith, Jaden Spiteri, Jack Thomas, Michael Ware, Ryan Wedmeyer, and Henry Zetoun. Can we please congratulate our Year 12 bronze medalists? In Year 12, the Silver Award recipients are Javier Burke, Thomas Bowe, Mitchell Bruff, Ryan Davey, Jaden Donald, Oliver Finlayson, who is absent today, Josh Ford, can we please congratulate our first group of Year 12 silver medalists? Also receiving a silver award in Year 12 are Ryan Haddon, Oscar Keith, Isaac Mills, Joshua Nimmo Stark, Davis Kwan, Tom Sands, and Alexander Simshauser, who is absent today. Could we please congratulate our Year 12 silver medalists? In Year 12, the Gold Award recipients are Lachlan Bancroft, Lachlan Barrett, Alessio Bianchi, Luke Blackwell, Elliot Brown, Oliver Bryans, Elijah Burton, Jim Collins, Thomas Kennellan, Luke Doig, James Duffy. Could we please congratulate our first group of Year 12 gold medalists? Also receiving a gold award in Year 12 are Oliver Evangelista, Hunter Everard, who's absent today, Alec Fuentes, Nate Groff, Lockie Gray, Ben Gunter, Joshua Hagenbach, Jack Hallett, Darcy Hardwick, James Kuzovich, who is absent today, and Inigo Lawrence. Can we please congratulate our second group of Year 12 gold medalists? Also receiving a gold award in Year 12 are Connor Rowan, Thomas Malone. Sorry, Tom. Al McEwen. Johnson Meraveka. Caleb O'Mealy. Kieran O'Shea. Ronan Prout. Yashodan Rayani. Harry Rawati. Thomas Robertson. Alex Romano. Can we please congratulate our third group of Year 12 gold medalists? Also receiving a gold award in Year 12 today are Connor Rowan, who is absent today, Lachlan Russell, also absent today, Nate Scott, Dylan Searson, Tom Shaw, William Stewart, Douglas Swan, Andrew Tora, Darcy Turner, who's absent today, and Archie Wallace. Can we please congratulate our Year 12 gold medalists? Can we please take a moment just to congratulate all our Year 9, 10, 11 and 12 academic award recipients. Just in closing, I'd like to remind boys that some of these Year 12s may have received gold awards since they started here at Nudgee. Boys who achieve a gold award in each semester from at least Year 9 are in line to receive our prestigious Platinum Award at our end of year awards ceremony. This is something that you can all aspire to. Thank you.
All right, good morning, Mr. Fulliger, staff, parents, friends, guests, and Nudgee men. I'd like to call to the stage Mr. Fulliger and Miss Julie Black from Barrington College. All right, so the young men soon to be presented have recently completed their business diploma. They all demonstrated above average learning habits before commencing the course, and this application to their studies, both inside and outside of the classroom, placed them in good stead to manage the rigour of the course and achieve success. The course requires an ongoing after-school commitment, and these men have worked hard, often making sacrifices in order to attend their diploma session. I'd like to thank their trainer, Miss Julie Black, for her efforts in getting all the boys over the line. Many do use their qualification to pursue a career in business, but regardless of their chosen path, we congratulate them on this achievement and wish them well. So as the boys are called to the stage, if we can just hold your applause, please, until they're up here. Okay, so firstly, Harrison Board. Finn Carey. Bailey Kavanagh. Patrick Dallymore. Harry Dixon. Jaden Donald. Lockie Gray. Gian Grobela. And Riley Law. Can we please give these gentlemen a round of applause? Cruz Lemming. Cooper Lewis. Dominic McNamara. Toby Miles. Patrick O'Connor. Tom Shaw. Leo Swinton. And in their absence, Cooper Voll and Angus Williams. Can we give these men a round of applause, please? Just to let the parents know and guests who've attended for the diploma, there will be an opportunity now to take a photo outside with the boys in their gowns. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Fulliger, CLT, staff, and my Nudgy brothers. First of all, I want to congratulate the team on our efforts last term to reduce litter around the grounds. Last term's Clean Up Australia Day campaign brought 9.5 kilograms of litter out of gardens, off our courts, and under the tables of our lunch areas. Well done, gents. After our immense push for lowering litter last term, it's time to launch our next big event, but with a twist. National Arbor Day, is our usual tree planting event, but it's become more Nudgy friendly. For the first time ever, National Arbor Week has come to Nudgy College. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week, I encourage everyone to make it down for at least one lunchtime. The now officially named Native Rehabilitation Garden on the Sandgate Road stretch of the track aims to rejuvenate the area with native flora. Everyone, staff and students, are welcome for these days to be part of the multi-year plan to protect the grounds Nudgy is built on. This is our yearly contribution of 50 plants. If any incentive, more than respect for the planet which we live, is needed, Year 11s, this is a brilliant leadership opportunity, as it is for all year levels. Beyond this event, join the team under the guidance of Mr. Hook every Friday lunchtime on level 1 of the Learning Centre. Seniors, what is your legacy? Nudgy, how can you own this challenge? Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Fulliger, members of the college CLT, Nudgy families, my fellow Nudgy boarders, and all Nudgy men, whether here in the conference centre or watching online. This past weekend, it was our boarders' weekend in. The purpose of the weekend, when our whole boarding cohort remained on campus, is to strengthen the connections between us all as boarders. Building new relationships and spend quality time together, which in the busyness of our daily routines does not happen as often as you may think. I would like to acknowledge the hard work of our recreation coordinator, Vlad, in piecing together all that we did. It takes a significant amount of organisation, and we are all grateful to Vlad and all the staff involved for what was a very enjoyable weekend. It started on Friday night with an optional offering of putt-putt. Even the wet conditions could not stop a number of the younger boarders who tackled the hole-by-hole challenges at Virginia putt-putt. I could not tell who won, but as always, the competition was fierce. For the remainder of the boarders, it was a quieter night of preparation for the sporting festival that is a Term 3 Nudgy Saturday. Bellies were filled with a delicious barbecue and, of course, a quick dash to the local shops for some takeaway and snacks. Thankfully, the weather brightened for Saturday, and I offered my congratulations to all involved across the day in various sports. To run out on Ross Oval with the whole boarding cohort in attendance will always be special. Saturday night, we had various year-level activities organised, ranging from our younger fellas heading to bounce to Year 12s going to the Gabba. It was a great night, although I am not sure many of the spectators at the footy appreciated my calls of forward pass or knock on. On Sunday, we went en masse to the sunny coast. Nudgee boarding reached new heights at the high ropes course, and the time on Mooloolaba Beach was welcome for a number of weary and sore bodies. All in all, it was a great weekend. Thank you.
Camaraderie, mateship, unity, and spirit. Over the course of last week, I asked Year 12 students what Nudgee means to them, and those were their responses. As senior students, they've each had their own experiences and involvement at Nudgee. However, they collectively agreed that Nudgee is the embodiment of an unparalleled brotherhood, truly something special. Good morning, Mr. Fulliger, college leadership team, staff, parents and guests, viewers online, and Nudgee men. Today, we unveil the next section of our 2022 journey, community. Now, after a quick Google search, community is defined as the condition of sharing certain attitudes and interests in common. So what are our shared attitudes and interests? We talk about being men of character, men who are respectful and compassionate, men who are ambitious and try their very best. We also talk about being signs of faith, and we've already uncovered 2 examples of this in the form of courage and justice. Now it's great that as Nudgee men, we recognize these values as part of who we are and what we stand for. However, we must recognize that our community expands beyond us students and goes to our staff, parents, families, and coaches, just to name a few. Here is a short video of a few members of our community that I ran into this morning, sharing what the Nudgee community means to them.
The Nudgee community to me is really easy, and it's an honour to be asked. I've been here at Nudgee for over a period of about 20 years with different boys. I'm still here, have no children here now, but still continue to work at the tuck shop because I love being with the boys, I love being part of a family. To me, Nudgee is the community spirit family. It's shown time and time again. We're all here together, and to me it feels like one big family. I love it.
Nudgee College to me is one big family where everyone feels supported and included, and you can accomplish whatever you want as a student.
Having come to Nudgee from overseas, I find it a really accepting and supportive community where if you ask somebody for help, everyone's just available to help you and guide you in the right direction.
Yes, I've been here for a short period. I've just been driving the trolley around, collecting all the rubbish, and I've sort of been impressed by the boys. Sometimes they offer to help pick up the rubbish, which is really surprising, and sometimes they say, you know, thank you for your service, and so I've really been impressed by the way the boys have treated me and respected me, and even been willing to help pick up the dirty rubbish. So yeah, so far I've been really impressed, and I think it's great.
So linking back to our journey, as we continue along the striped road, we come across many symbols that contain significance. Firstly, at each corner, we've got the boarding house crests. For many boys, Nudgee is their home. The college environment goes from being the school community to an integral part of their livelihood. It becomes their family community. Scattered throughout the road, there are a few sporting symbols: a blue and white jersey, a cricket bat, and the grandstand. There's no doubt that sporting talent is ingrained in the college's history, and this history is enriched by each of our involvement. We go from training with our mates during the week to battling alongside our brothers on game day. Our passion for the college and for one another makes us a team community. Next, we have the various hands, unified and linked together. This image emphasizes our strength in our differences. At Nudgee, we are able to boast about the diversity and depth that comes with each boy that enters through the gates, not something that every school has. Our common acceptance of one another makes us an inclusive community. Finally, we have the heart. Linking back to our Wellness Week, the heart emphasizes our acceptance of ourselves. It's normal to come across challenges and to sometimes feel like we aren't coping, because it is with the support of one another that we can truly own our journey as members of the Nudgee community. I've touched on a few different concepts this morning, but the key takeaway is that Nudgee is so unique because of our spirit as a community. Our collective calling to be signs of faith both challenges and solidifies us as one. Stay tuned over the next few weeks as the next section of our journey is unveiled. Thank you.
Testing. Yep. Good morning, Mr. Fulliger, college leadership team, and members of staff, and my fellow Nudgee brothers. Welcome back to Volume 2 of Captains on the Couch. Today we're joined by superstar basketball captain Nate Scott, and recent business diploma graduate, and also First 15 captain Pat Darlingmore. Cooper, would you like to get us started?
Yeah, sure. Nate, after the first 2 games of the season, what are the first 5 looking to improve on moving forward?
Yeah, so we've played 2 games, 2 losses, but we have some stuff that we know we can work on. We lost against 2 very good teams, so it's good to kind of get those games early to give us that experience. And I think what we took away is that we need to work on our defense for sure. Offensively, we're fine, we're scoring enough points, but obviously that's only one half of the game, so we've got that to work on.
Are there any young players in the program that have been playing well?
Yeah, there's lots actually. We're playing really well in young age groups, getting lots of wins across the board. Some notable ones: Vincent Meriveka in the 8As. We got Rocco Bolton in the 7As, and Callum Bean in the 11As has been playing really well as well.
That's good. Nate, are you backing yourself in a 1v1 against Mr. Massinger?
Look, if you ask him, it'll be a very different answer, but I'd like to think it's a close game.
What about against Mr. Scott?
Oh yeah, I got that one. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Thanks, Coops. Now over to Paddy. First of all, Paddy, congratulations on your business diploma. I think that deserves a round of applause.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
All right, let's get started, shall we? Paddy, what team in the program has impressed you the most during the early rounds of the 2022 season?
Yeah, well, most teams right now are undefeated, but a team for me is the 15As. Lots of talent in that team, in the back line.
Yeah, nice. I don't know who wrote this one, but it says, who is your favourite teammate and why is it Cooper?
Yeah, classic. Yeah, he's all right.
So, I think it's fair to say that Saturday's game against Toowoomba was pretty interesting, and it was quite close, which a lot of us weren't expecting. What was the halftime speech like in the Toowoomba game? Was Scott calm?
Yes, Scott's is always calm and collective, only constructive, but sometimes I reckon he wish he couldn't be calm.
Fair enough. And last question. I've heard that Churchy are predicting over 5,000 people there on Saturday, big crowd. Is there anything you would like to say to our community about supporting the boys on Saturday?
Yeah, so it's a huge game for both of us. Both teams are undefeated, and we're going to need every single one of the boys out there to be that 16th man, get us over the line.
Awesome, how good. Just a reminder, this Saturday, 12:15 basketball at Churchy, rugby at 2:15. Make sure you're there. Two's rugby's at 1 o'clock as well. Thank you. Thank you.
I'd also like to welcome Pat Kennedy to the
Good morning, Mr. Fulliger, teachers, parents, and my Nudgy brothers. We've entered into term 3. So that can only mean one thing. Chess season is upon us. The team started with a rocky and nervous start against TSS. The first 4 lost by just half a point. However, the next week, with more confidence, knowledge, and supporters, the boys began to step into their own. As a result, the senior team were able to squash TGS's hopes with 3.5 to 0.5 win as the underdogs. The standout player so far has been Senior Board 3, Ryan Whittemere. With 2 upsets at crucial moments, he's remained undefeated and a huge asset to the team. One of the huge positives of this season is that supporters are finally back. I know, let's get keen. Last round, it was great for the boys to have Nudgy supporters there, and one of the standout supporters had to be Miles Armstrong. Miles showed his Nudgy spirit by encouraging all players from open Fs all the way up to first 4. I even hear rumours some were lucky enough to get on his story. Looking forward, I feel that great things lie ahead considering how well we were able to play last week. I'd now like to welcome Oliver Keel to the stage to talk about debating.
Good morning, Mr. Fulliger, members of the CLT, parents, staff, and my fellow Nudgy brothers. Debating has been involved in several pre-season and development activities to prepare for 2023. Last weekend, Nudgy sent 10 students to TSS for a Model United Nations conference. Each student represented a country and was tasked with creating 2 resolutions on the issues of nuclear energy and security in the Asia Pacific. The conference saw fierce debate on China's aggression in the South China Sea and the danger nuclear meltdowns pose to the environment. A special mention to Jacob Gillum, who received Best Diplomat for Security in the Asia Pacific Resolution, and Anthony Miniao, who received an honourable mention. Throughout this term, coaches are running pre-season masterclasses and a Senior A developmental squad, meaning the 2023 debating season is shaping up to be one of Nudgy's best. I encourage all boys interested in debating to come to a masterclass led by our old boy coaches and improve their skills. Details are on the student notices. Special thanks to Ms. Kafaji, Ms. Dawn, Dominic Carroll for making everything possible. I'd now like to welcome Arts Prefect Oliver Bryans to the stage.
Good morning, Mr. Fulliger, CLT, parents who've seen their sons presented this morning, Year 12s and award winners here in Assembly, and everyone else watching online. Now that the school term has resumed, the music program is well on its way and is set to have the biggest term of performances pre-COVID-19. In the coming weeks, music ensembles will be playing at different musical festivals and competitions, some including Logan at Stedford, Redlands at Stedford, Battle of the DJs at St. Rita's, Drumline at the Ekka, and the Queensland Catholic Schools Music Festival. These competitions and festivals give each ensemble the opportunity to test their musical abilities against other schools. I would like to wish Junior Drumline, Troublemakers, NC Drumline, Rock Bands 1 to 4, and NC Brotherhood all the best as they take on the competition stage towards the end of this week. I'm looking forward to updating you
in the near future how they go. As well as this, from the 19th to the 20th of August, we have our annual Arts Dimensions, where we'll have numerous performances from both bands and soloists across the 2 days. Now, I'd like to introduce you to our guitar ensemble who'll be playing Every Breath You Take by The Police. Please make them feel welcome.
Thanks, boys in the guitar ensemble. Well done. Parents, thanks to those parents who've stayed with us through this assembly, and has been a long one, but it's been a terrific one. Celebrate so many aspects of school life, see so many boys presented with academic awards, the business diplomas, to celebrate various dimensions of school life, including music. So Year 12, so I just ask you boys to sit up and be very attentive. And to the staff who are with students in tutor group around the school staff, I'd ask you to make sure the boys are listening, and listening very closely today, please. So, we all know we're a school with a long and a very proud history. We like to tell stories about our past, and those stories inspire us as teachers and as students. Many times we celebrate and we give thanks to all that's gone before us, all those people who've gone before us, the students, staff, Christian brothers, parents. In the song of that around our 10,000 brothers, we sing about potentially your own brothers, boys. You sing about your dads, your uncles, your cousins, your granddads, and much more, a part of that story, those 10,000 brothers and the stories that go with them. We know that we have a legacy, and we talk about that, and a legacy to uphold and one that we pass on. We hold it this year in 2022. We're going to pass it on to those who are to come, those who will follow us. And in all that celebration, all those things we're very proud of, boys, it's fair to say that there's also things that are sad stories, stories that dismay us. We don't necessarily celebrate them or share them in public places on public occasions such as this, because it's not appropriate to do so. Because not every chapter of our school story is filled with glory. It's also true that schools are full of people. And as humans, every one of us is flawed. Every boy, every staff member, every parent. While it can be magnificent, we can also make mistakes. Some of those mistakes and some of those flaws are trivial and small things, and some of them are extremely serious. I share this reflection with you today in the context of a media story that's been featured in the past couple of days. Boys, yesterday I wrote to your parents, and they may have discussed that with you at home last night. I spoke with the staff and also communicated with them. And today I want to communicate with you a similar message. So, boys, just by way of background, in case you haven't heard that story or you aren't aware of what's gone on. Recently, the college was approached by a journalist who works for the ABC, and he was researching allegations involving a former Christian brother, in fact, a former headmaster, principal of this school, a gentleman called Steve McLaughlin. It's fair to say the college is devastated to learn of the disturbing allegations made to the ABC, which now have been publicly reported. We as a college want to acknowledge the bravery and the courage of those people who've come forward to tell their stories of what happened at that time. And we recognise their pain and their suffering of those individuals. The allegations that have been made are linked to Mr. McLaughlin's time as principal here in the 1990s, nearly 30 years ago. And it's not connected to anything that currently operates or current staff at Nudgee College. In relation to the allegations that the ABC have made, we'd encourage anyone, and have encouraged anyone who knows more, to report that information to the police service. Our college does all it can to create an environment where every student can feel safe, and our staff follows very strict and safety protocols around child protection. It would be fair to say that child safety is at the heart of everything that we do at the school, and the welfare of you as young men and boys at this school is absolutely paramount. Your safety and care, along with your learning in class and your development as young men of faith, is absolutely at the heart of what we do at this school. Boys, because you wear that Nudgee uniform, you may be approached on a bus, a train, at the shops, by a stranger perhaps over the coming days. And you might even be asked or challenged about the things that you don't know very much about. If that is the case, my advice to you would be to say nothing, but be respectful to that person and move on as best you can. If you are challenged and someone talks to you in that way, tell your parents, tell us at school. If on the weekend at sport, this weekend particularly, or maybe in the weekends to come, if things are said, boys, keep cool. Keep cool. Don't respond. Tell your coach half-time, tell your coach after the game or the manager. The only way to respond in that situation, should it happen during the middle of a match, is to play better. Be the better guy. Don't respond. Further to all that, if you are experienced, or any boys who might be experiencing any distress or worry, concern about what they've heard, what they were told, what they've read, what they've seen, please talk with your parents. Please talk with a teacher. Talk with your head of boarding house. Talk with your house dean. Talk to someone on the college leadership team. Come and talk to me. Talk to our counselling team, of course, obviously. So in conclusion, boys, our school song actually picks up on troubling times in life. And it suggests in its words what we can all do in the face of worries. And I leave these words for you to ponder today. And those words are, but when the sound and fury fail that voice, and no real thing is great, I stand alone and dare to whisper love. I am a sign of faith. So today, boys, in the face of all that, just an ordinary Tuesday here at Nudgee, week 3, late in July, let's make it a great day at that school. Let's be that sign of faith in whatever way we can today. And let's hope over the coming days we can put this sad story behind us as a school. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to echo Mr. Fulliger's thoughts. A wonderful assembly celebrating so much student achievement and student voice. So well done to all involved. A couple of points as we finish, and I'm conscious that the bell has gone and you have been listening very intently. The first point I want to make is about your mobile phone. And I feel over past months we've lost our way a little bit on our conduct with our phones. So it's important today that we restate our policy, which is very clear, that during the school day, phones are not to be seen. Okay, so our big focus in our classrooms and our playground. Gents, a reminder that laptops are your learning device, not your phone. You can keep your phone, and we encourage you to keep your phones in lockers, in your bags, or in your pocket, because we do realise that the security of your phone is important. We want you to manage that well. You need to also manage that temptation. If you're going to the bathroom, expect your teacher to tell you to leave your phone on the desk. Also expect that to be confiscated if you aren't able to manage yourself well. When a phone's okay, at the tuck shop, you feel free to use that to use your Apple Pay. You can use those as you travel to and from school on the buses. If your teacher is doing an activity in class, of course that would be okay. And finally, if you have a smartwatch, that is okay to use as a time-telling device, but again, not for messages or games. A big asterisk there is for our senior lads. And gents, we're conscious of you growing as young men, and we want you to have some more ownership of how you conduct your day. So there are times during the day where our year 11 and 12s are able to use their phone, but again, absolutely not in classes. We understand that you've got jobs and other commitments that you may need to check morning tea and lunch, and that is okay. We need you to work hard at being in class and working on your appropriate tasks. The why is always important, boys. Our absolute goal is providing you with a quality learning environment without distraction. And that needs to stay in the forefront. We want you in the playground being active, having a kick of the footy, talking to each other. We're certainly looking to limit videos and photos where things might be inappropriate. We want you to get away from your social media accounts for a period of time, and that is also very important. And finally, in such a busy technology-led world, a time away from your device is equally important, so please take that time. Gents, as always, we look forward as a staff to work with you on this, and I'm also interested in student voice, so if you had some feedback or you wanted to discuss anything with me, feel free to tap me an email or come and see me. If we can just move quickly to the week ahead, today at lunchtime the Year 12s will be in the chapel doing some singing. So gents, if you can eat quickly and get to the chapel for a 1:25 start. Our house assemblies on Thursday, some of the venues are changed, so Mr. Carmody, if you could put that up, thank you. Take note, in particular, Duggan and Fogarty with House Mass. And then on Sunday, a little shout out to our Catalan show team. Our boys are heading to the Ekka on Sunday, the first time since 2019, so we wish them all the best for the coming weeks. Just before we do I asked Tom Sands to come and do our 3 cheers. I just wanted Sir to put that final slide. I hope that you share some of the pride that I did as a school last week as we took on our first Wellbeing Week. I was blown away by those messages on Thursday in PC, the photos and the footage of boys writing heartfelt messages. What a wonderful statement from a student body in support of each other and yourself about making sure that your own wellness is a priority. So, gents, congratulations. I took a little snapshot of a couple there for you. Some beautiful messages, and well done to all involved. So I thank you for that. All right, Tommy Sands, to finish us off with 3 cheers.
Boys, 3 cheers for academic award winners. Congrats to all the diploma boys. Love to see it. Shots guitar boys, good stuff. Plant some trees next week, boys. Get around it. Yeah, watch those mobile phones, boys. Don. Can't wait to see those rugby ones going as well. Cover chest. Get there this week and support the boys. And have a gigs. Boys, if you play, you stay this weekend. Get around basketball and rugby. It's Churchy week this week, so make sure you're there for the blue and white. It's Premiership quarter, boys, so make this one loud and get around it. Ingoing! Yeah! Ingoing! Yeah! Ingoing! Yeah!
Well done. Thank you, Tom. Have a great week, everyone. And Year 12s, if you could just give us a quick hand to stack those chairs just in the front half, please. Thanks, boys.